live log. So, if you guys follow me on Twitter or some of my social medias, you guys will notice I've been posting saying I've been listening to a specific song a lot. And this show is the theme song to one of my favorite shows that is going into its 16th season. And Deadliest Catch is going to start its 16th season in about 3 weeks. Deadliest Catch returns for its landmark 16th season with a 2-hour premiere on Tuesday, April 14th at 8 p.m. Eastern and Pacific Time on the Discovery Channel. I've been listening a lot to Wanted, Dead or Alive by Bon Jovi, because that is Deadliest Catch's theme song. And I am Deadliest Catch's biggest fan, and I always have. I've been watching it since day one, and I watched a show before it was even called Deadliest Catch, and then I've been watching it ever since then. And this new season is going to be crazy. There's going to be a captain that retired a couple years ago and owned a boat with his brothers. He's going to be returning. And the price of crab is going to go up because Russia did something to make the prices go up. So last week I saw this article, and I was excited when I found out Deadliest Catch was returning in less than a month. So, this is kind of what's going to happen in this season. So the title of this article is called Why One Decision from Russia Has Changed the Game for the Deadliest Catch Fleet. Your favorite Deadliest Catch captains are back this season to race for the most lucrative bounty in recent memory. But with a bigger pot comes fiercer competition. This year, the Alaskan crab fleet are facing off against their biggest rival, the Russians. March 17th, 2020. Basically, Russia massively drove up the price of king crab by cutting down on illegal fishing. That means the quicker these captains can get out and find a competitive edge, the more money they can make. Check out who's vying for the top prize on this season below. Captain Jake Anderson, the Saga. Jake is able to lure his friend and Johnathan Hillstrand out of retirement with the potential for a multi-million-dollar payout. Johnathan brings his crab quota while his protege provides the boat to catch it. We'll find out if this unorthodox approach will pay off. Captain Sig Hansen, Northwestern. Sig has his eyes on the massive prize this season, bringing along daughter Mandy as a release skipper for the first time in her career. That bond could prove to be a huge advantage for the Northwestern, but they could also realize you should never mix family and business. Captain Wild Bill, Summer Bay. Wild Bill entered the race ready to take advantage of the new Russian quota system, but he faced an immediate setback, having to fire 2 crew members right after launch. It'll take the quick thinking for him to regain a strategic advantage. Captains Josh Harris and Casey McManus, Cornelia Marie. They've funneled in a fortune with the hope to beat everyone to the dock. This season they plan to work their crew even harder, including a new member who proves to be their secret weapon, a 25-year-old Alaskan native who has spent most of her life working on boats. Certainly shows the guys more than a thing or two. Captain Steve Davidson Harley, Southern Wind. Bringing along Wizard Captains Keith and Monty Colburn, everyone is set on uncovering new crabbing grounds to outsmart the Russians. But will their strategy put them head on with a powerful Arctic storm that's headed straight through the heart of the fishing grounds? The race is on when Deadliest Catch returns on Tuesday, April 14th, 8/7 Central, to the Discovery Channel. So, This season is going to be really crazy on Deadliest Catch. I mean, it can always be crazy, but this season is going to be even more crazy. Early on, from like the mid 1980s to the early 2000s, this style of crab fishing was stopped, but it was called derby style fishing. So what it meant was there was a quota for the whole fleet. They'd work for days on days straight just to catch as much crab as they could before the quota ran out, and once they filled their boat, they'd run back into town, and then they would go back out and fill their boat up again, and they'd do this until the quota was gone. But now each boat has a quota that they have to catch, that they have to meet. Every season they have quota. Captains be awarded more quota. So it just depends on how well the boat does. And so that's what has been happening since about 2005 is quota for each boat. Now it kind of sounds like it's going to go back to kind of derby style fishing to see who can get into port the quickest to offload and as high of a price per pound they can for crab. And I'm really excited to learn that Johnathan Hillstrand is back on Deadliest Catch. It's not been the same without the Hillstrand brothers. Last year, Jake Anderson, his mechanic, had to go home and fix a problem. He brought on Neil Hillstrand to replace his mechanic, but I'm excited to have Johnathan Hillstrand back at the helm of Deadliest Catch boat, and it's really going to be fun because Johnathan pulls some pretty good pranks. Quite a few years ago, Johnathan pulled a great prank on Sig where he sent up those lanterns that use flames, and he took the boat off radar and blacked out the whole boat so he could sneak up on Sig Hansen in the Northwestern. And the Time Bandit launched a whole bunch of those flying things to fool Sig to make him think there was UFOs or some kind of boat off in the distance. And that was really funny, and they popped up and surprised Sig, and that was just a really good prank. And then that same season, the Northwestern crew, they really pranked the Time Bandit. They said they had a shake in the stern, which usually means a line got caught in the propeller. So it's code that captains need to do that to make sure the other boat's okay. So Sig lured him in, and the crew started firing fireworks at the Time Bandit, and then the Time Bandit started firing fireworks back at the Northwestern, and it was just really funny. So I'm excited to see what Johnathan Hillstrand brings to the table and see the funny pranks he plays on the Saga crew and other boats on Deadliest Catch. So stay tuned for my reviews to start after April 14th. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, this update on Season 16 of Deadliest Catch. Don't forget to hit the bell icon down below so you can be notified when I upload videos. Also, please share this video with your friends and family. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys for watching. And if you ain't dreaming, you ain't living. Don't forget to dream big.